We do not normally do Mondays. The Mondays are usually a sacred time where I get to stay away from all of you and feel normal again. You know, it's nice to start my Mondays off feeling like a normal person, going into the world and doing normal things. Normal things, normal people go out and like do laundry and like talk to people and like have like clothes and stuff like that. It's nice. It's nice to be able to like, spend your time doing normal people things. Unfortunately, today I have to stream for all of you. Not because I necessarily want to, but because the things that I wanted to stream are time limited. And I actually missed another time limited thing a while ago that had a really cool event that I never got to show off on stream because I'm really bad with time limited things. Good morning, everyone, and I hope that you have a good had a good weekend. I decided to take, I think, most of the weekend off because it's been interesting. Basically, a buddy of ours, I mean, like multiple buddies are now getting children, and they're getting very bored with the children, but they also want to interact. So the thing is that they're suffering from what I like to call parentitis or something. It's that thing where you're a parent and the only person that you talk to the entire day is your baby. But babies notoriously don't talk. And so what you end up with is this like cacophony of silence and them just exploring things. And I will say this, babies are stupid. Like they're very boring and stupid. So it's not even like fun. It's if you watch a dog, like they're stupid, but at least a dog can do tricks where they run around and it looks cute, right? But a baby, like you look at the baby and you're like, well, okay, well, that's all right. It's cool that you're, yes, honey, that is plastic. Yes, that's plastic that you're trying to eat. You have microplastics now, and so you just sort of go crazy. I think they're suffering from a form of cabin fever in that sense because I've seen them on every single day for the weekend, and I think it's just the weekends. So because I don't see them on right now, at least I haven't checked really. Actually, maybe I should probably check. Are they on right now? They're not on right now, which means I'm not missing anything. I'm only there when the group is there, and that means that I may have to switch my days off to the Saturday, Sunday, and just tank the Monday interruptions. Hello, chatters. Emote approve. What is that combo? Why is he so buff? Also, I just saw your link about the weighing scale with a trackpad. You tried it. It works somewhat. I wonder if it works with the older trackpads because I only have I only have an Air. Well, what's it called again? An iMac, an Air. I only have an iPod from 2015, 2014. So it'd be nice for me to use it too. Oh, also, I am switching to an iPhone very, very soon. And which means I get access to a true depth 3D scanning sensor. I tried the Android options, and my phone doesn't have it. It's a Fold, and the problem with the scanning, the depth scanning for the 3D scanning, is it's very inaccurate on Android because of a lack of that extra sensor. So it sucks. As soon as I get my phone, I'm gonna 3D scan Missy. Obviously, I have to censor her face, so I'm gonna give her like a face mask, but. I am gonna 3D scan Missy, and you'll see her as part of whatever we make. I swear to God, things are actually being done. I swear I'm actually making things. I'm just really busy and slow. I swear I'm making things. I swear. Please believe me. I swear. Today, as I mentioned earlier, at least before I started stream, today is going to be a day dedicated entirely to why do I have to censor the dog's face? Well, it's for privacy. I was thinking about this last time when everyone said that my dog is her own being, and then I was saying stuff like, "Oh, like I own her. She's my dog. I can do anything with her that I want. I can like carry her around, and if I want to take her out to go groceries, well, I guess she's coming with me." But that's not true. If my dog was just feeling tired and she was just lazy, I just let her stay home. But my dog is the reason why you can bring a dog anywhere is because they're extremely excited to be with you. It doesn't matter where you and the dog go; they're really excited to be with you. They're just weird. But I realize that she deserves her own privacy. She deserves her own space, and I will not have deep face of my dog floating around on the internet. No, it's because my wife is afraid that you'll find this. She's a very unique looking dog. Of all the dogs I've ever seen, she's a very unique looking dog. She doesn't look stupid. Well, she kind of looks stupid. She looks a bit like a rat. But it's specifically that she's an entirely different looking dog that I think to myself, yeah, this is a dog that you would never see elsewhere. Like you just wouldn't see her anywhere else. So because of that, I have to censor her face because if you saw her face, I'd be worried that you would know who she is, and that would be a pretty bad thing for me. All small dogs look like rats, though. Thank you. I've been trying to say this for a while now. Yes, every small dog looks like a rat. And what's crazy is, have you seen the New York rats? The New York rats are about roughly the same size as a small dog. I'm pretty sure a New York fat rat. Like, look at these things. Firefighters rescued. No. Giant rat. Jesus. Like, dude, I'm trying to find one that is like safe for work and that isn't like dead. Okay, well, okay. Warning. This rat is presumably dead. If you don't like to see a dead animal, just look away in three, two, one. Okay, ready. Warning. Close your eyes. I will tell you when to look again. Look at the size. That's a dog. That's the size of a dog. Missy, no. No, Missy, don't do it. Why do you do it to her? Look at the size of this thing, man. It's like the size of his leg. That's his thigh size. Dude, my dog is my thigh size. Like when she sleeps beside me, she like stretches out because she likes to get all like comfy, and she's the size of my thigh. And I'm like, this is the same size but longer. You'd pet that. I'd be terrified. This thing could easily bite your arm off. Okay, you can look again. There's no way dead rat on screen. Um, so it is true that all small dogs look like rats, but mine particularly looks weird. It's not even that she looks like a rat. She just looks very unique. So my wife was like, "Hey, we can't show her because she's worried that we'll see her. So I have to censor her face and cut out her like face when I 3D scan her. Not in real life, but like like when I 3D scan her, I had to cut out the model and the face polygons, and then I had to replace it with like a shitty mask. That way, you don't know who she is. She has to be anonymous, basically, until some date in the future when she will become more anonymous at some point. But yeah, I'm excited to get the 3D sensor because I've been working on some things on the background. You'll see some things pop up on stream soon, and you'll have more interactivity on stream as a viewer very soon. It'll be quite fun for you, I think. In fact, as soon as I can figure out how to get the animations to work, you're all going to be dancing. What the heck? What the heck? Whoa, what the heck? What? Anyways, I hope that you have a very good time with today's stream because we're gonna go back in that time. Okay. So, what's crazy about today is that I am gonna try to capture this error in time. This is before the Coldplay CEOs. This is before the CEOs billionaire sub. Okay, this is before COVID. This is before anything crazy happening. This is before every single major life event. Okay, I'm in this time period. I think there were a lot of wars, but they were mostly in the Middle East, so they were far from us. Okay, actually, I'm pretty sure there was mostly wars everywhere except for North America, but. Actually, no. Well, technically, America was at war, but the Canadians were free of war at this time. This was a time period when things were millionaire shortbread. You know what's crazy? I can't believe how quickly that spread. Everyone's memeing the CEOs. Like there are gifs of the CEOs. If you go to Discord and you type /GIF Coldplay CEO, you just see like tons of gifs of them, throwing their arms away. I feel. It's just funny. Like I like one. I would if I was gonna cheat on my partner, I would never cheat on my partner by going to a public Coldplay concert. Two, I would never go with my cheating partner to go see. Like I wouldn't risk it all for Coldplay, even if I had to go see a concert. Like I really wanted to go see a concert, I wouldn't want to go to see Coldplay. Of all, well, not that Coldplay is bad, but like of all the things to throw it away for, Coldplay that just seems silly to me. Two, if I am gonna go, I'm gonna get a private room because I feel like if you're a billionaire, can't you get like a private room and then you can like hide away from it? Anyways, aside from that, we're gonna go back for before all of this, before all of these like weird, funny things that have happened. There's also really sad things. Okay, we're gonna go back to a time period that I vaguely remember was very popular and that sparked an entire genre of videos on YouTube. This was probably when AMVs were the best that they ever were, IMO, because this was that perfect intersection of when anime was getting popular, as well as when internet culture was starting to sort of like spawn, and it started to become that YouTube was still a place to share nothing, but was also becoming a place to share something. But it was not something important. It was just something, and so it had that quality of like very homegrown amateur meme type shit. And this is exactly what we're going to be doing. I'm going to play a song for you all before we do this because I need to get you all into the mood of today's stream. Okay, today's a full Maple Story day. We're going to be doing the Maple Story Dave the Diver event because apparently they have a Dave the Diver event, and then we go straight into Maple Story Worlds, which is I think nobody knows about this because I'm going to tell you right now, there's not that many worlds, but it's been a year since they released it. It is a custom game platform that runs on mobile and PC. I only found out that I ran a mobile last night when I finally downloaded like a bunch of things and like really cataloged everything. And then I realized that half the things that I cataloged went into quote unquote maintenance, and so I was like, okay, we have to do the segment now because things are getting shut off like ASAP. It is a very weird custom game platform that feels like a Maple Story Roblox, but a bit weirder. And we're gonna see how far they can take it because it's man, it's definitely weird, but also boring and weird, and also like underwhelming. This song that I'm gonna play for you is hopefully gonna transport you back into a time when I think this best captures that era of a time. There was a certain vibe to that time period where people were making really cool, sick edits of their characters within the game and trying to pretend like they were really cool. They were also really trying really, really hard to I think show off. I don't know how to explain this. The vibe of these videos of these AMVs was entirely an attempt by people to flex their in-game stuff in a way that was akin to the dance videos of the time. I don't know how to explain this, but like if you go up, is it C Walk? Is it B Walk? If you YouTube C Walk videos, or like if you Google C walking videos, if you YouTube for C walking videos, if you search for those and then you look up like Maple Story AMVs, they're literally from the same time period and they both use the same sort of soundtracks. It's not like the super most popular songs, but it's not just the super most popular songs of the time. It's also a certain vibe to them, and the vibe is like I'm really edgy and I'm really cool. There's a certain edginess that had to come with these videos, otherwise you weren't making a good video. You weren't making a good AMV or like a dance video or like a compilation of something like that. So hopefully you enjoy this one. This one is a very, very classic song by somebody who is apparently going through a lot at the moment. You may recognize her by at least nowadays, I think kids know her because of the knives that she swings around, but I remember her because of her song Toxic, which is really an absolute banger of a song. Still to this day, one of the best, or like one of the most fun songs that you can listen to. Most of her discography at this time is surprisingly good. So hopefully you enjoy this one. God, it's actually insane how good that song is. In my mind, her discography from like I think 1999 is when she started, like 2000, 2001, all the way to 2005 was an insane run of songs. There was always a hit somewhere in those series of albums that, to me, are pretty timeless in terms of their sound and their vibe. It's interesting how much more complex our songs have gotten, yet at the same time how not different our tastes have been across generations. Like we all sort of like the same things, and those songs in particular, it's that vibe. Okay, it's particularly that vibe. Maybe edgy is the wrong way to say it, but it's this idea of being super cool and like super sultry and like super awesome and like super edgy. That, I mean, probably edgy is the right word that comes through. Obviously, this was sort of after her series of more, I guess, like teen pop songs, and then her going into a much more, I guess, like mature bend with these songs. But I remember when these songs would be blasting the entire time. Like I'd be with my friends and with like our siblings, and like the songs would be blasting, and we'd all be playing games and like stuff. And I was like 8 or 9 years old, so it's pretty good. But I'm not just gonna play the songs for you. I'm gonna show you some AMVs that I found that I vaguely remember was actually very interesting, and also a lot of them have some weird, funny details about them that I never really realized until recently. So we're gonna go we're gonna look at some old ass AMVs. some very old MapleStory AMVs from a bunch of different creators, all across the internet. Because this stuff, again, this was really popular stuff. I feel like this was the genesis of what AMVs were. Because I don't think people started cutting actual AMVs with anime scenes out until maybe this, or maybe I'm just thinking of it the wrong way because I've seen these first. But in my mind, these came first, and these were very high quality productions 15 years ago. And this was also when the whatchamacallit, when the descriptions had a lot of different things going on, like people would say, "Happy birthday, Christine. I love you, baby." And then, "Yay for Pig Rabbit Doll. From the drama, You're Beautiful," smiley face. This is a time capsule. I love seeing these different time capsules. MMV dedicated to X1 Smiles. She may have quit YouTube. X1 Smiles? Who's X1 Smiles? Wait, do it in a different one. X1. Oh my god, wait, yeah, there's actually like an XS1. Oh shit, we have more AMVs to watch after. I mean, we have a lot, so let's just there's also when people top rated today, film and animation, Sweden. Wow, people in Sweden really loved MapleStory. Yo, MapleStory, welcome to the Maple Day. People in Sweden really loved MapleStory. Yeah, this is top number one rated this month. Film and animation in Sweden, 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 Hong Kong, global, Israel, New Zealand, Canada, Sweden. Wait, what? Wait, it's MapleStory popularity in Sweden. MapleStory, your player base. Sweden to Kronos here. Okay, how many people play? Is there like a way to check the numbers to see how many people play these games in Sweden? Because like, how many people played from Sweden? Anyways, again, this is a really weird time capsule. So this may be cringy. It's not bad. It's not like there's foul language. It's just very. I cringe looking back on this time when I used to enjoy this stuff. Oh god, sorry, starting. Oh god, did you see that? There's like, someone running around, and then they're going on a date by. It's happening. And this is. Do you hear the song? So there was two distinct. I remember there being two distinct flavors to MapleStory AMVs. There was the MapleStory AMV that was really edgy, and then there was the MapleStory AMV that was full of like. The latest R&B hits. I don't know why. Every MapleStory song, it's either edgy rock or like some other edgy song, or R&B. There is no in between. There is no jazz. There's no soul. There's no electronica. There's no EDM. There's no other genre. It's just edgy music or R&B. This is the R&B side. Wait, what did it say? Jaco, perfect. Forevermore. Oh no. Oh god, they're leaning against the tree. Actually, so what's crazy is I don't even know if you could get this costume in the game, but the game has a lot of funny costumes. The game actually has a bunch of outfits because there's a collab with BTS and Blackpink. So you could look like a K-pop star. Oh no. Oh no. And look at the editing. Look at the editing on this thing. This is not a low quality production. This is a production. Look at that. There's actual like 3D warping and transforms. There's actual 3D warping and transforms. This is not inside the game. This is somebody who decided to do all of these effects themselves. If I did this would take me at least a couple months to do. I would be very tired after trying to make this work. It is design vomit though. Like I'm so lost. Like all the words are going everywhere. I feel like I'm getting comboed by a bunch of words. Like look at this, and then you got the womp effect coming out the machine. This is I just can't believe it. This is a real thing. Oh no, he was about to give her the bunny. He's throwing the bunny away. Oh no, what a sad story. Why? Okay, I can't read any of the fucking lyrics. Can any of you read the lyrics? Try to keep track of the lyrics. I don't even know which lyric is for which part. They just keep moving. Everything keeps moving. Why does it move up, down? It's diagonal. diagonal, and then it goes normal, kind of normal, and then there's like a boss health bar, and it goes to the bottom, and then it goes sideways. Like, why does it go sideways? This is all the memories. This is all the memories of your time together, and then it shatters, and then time passes. Oh, there's another woman in the life. Oh. Oh no. The ending is so early 2000s. To me, this is like, yeah, this is very peak to early 2000s. This was the highest effort early 2000s that I could have ever seen. 2000s was marked by it has to look cool. The editing was not made for clarity. I think there's a certain like nouveau trend with editing where a lot of the editing, especially in movies, I've noticed this the most within movies, but especially within videos online, is there's a level of clarity and there's a pacing that is like it feels like people are more willing to be slow today, which is interesting because I think TikTok is going the opposite way. Like platforms like TikTok still are stuck in the 2000s mindset, and I'll show you in just a moment what I mean. Because actually, I'll show you now. So you have this editing, right? And this doesn't feel too dissimilar from this editing. I'm pretty sure this was the video. Warning: this might be scary for you. Thank you. This I found this like last night or 2 nights ago or 3 nights. I don't even know when. I found this like a while ago, and I've been hooked. I've been hooked to the channel. I saved a couple of them for you if you see. There's there's something about the editing on TikTok that is hilarious. Sorry, this doesn't make any sense if you've never seen. Okay, how do I explain this? There's a certain lore to there's a certain lore to Simpsons memes at the moment, which is getting kind of funny. So there's a so one there's okay. We need to go to the Simpsons wiki. Simpsons wiki. We need to see these crazy fucking comments again. Simpsons wiki Graggle Simpson. Simpsons wiki dud. The dud. No, not duff. Dud. The dud wiki. What? The dud wiki? You got the dud. The dud. Milk duds. The duds. Okay, here we okay. This is all I need to explain this. So first it started with Graggle. This is a fake Simpsons character that has been inserted into every single, I guess, like scene or episode by the fans, such that it feels like he's a real character, and they've even edited him to look like the same time period. So this was because Simpsons has two different time periods, as far as I can tell, where the animation quality was really shit like this, and that's Homer. That's Homer. That's Bart. This was back in the dark ages. This is why people who watch Simpsons now are so brain damaged, because they started with this. Okay, so first they started with this, and then they moved on to this. But both times, Graggle is kept in the same style. So Graggle's a fake character that they say is like a real character that they self-insert, or that they inserted into the lore of the show to be like, oh, you don't remember, but this was the character that no one remembers. And it's a joke that went way too far, because now the gallery has 3,000 bytes. What does that even mean? Yeah, just it's like there's a lot going on here. How to unlock Graggle episodes on this box Simpsons. What is this? Thank you, Grandma Bird. What? Graggle. Again, Graggle doesn't exist. He doesn't exist. Where is Graggle? Oh, he spawned! He spawned Graggle! How did Grandma Bird find this? Grandma Bird, uh, Cisco and Ebert, Cisco and a bear reviewer gay porno, stealing candy, Halloween stop motion, Mark Ween sitting down for lunch. What? What is this channel? What is this channel? This is how we do it. This is how we do it. And then it's just taking a piss. He's just taking a piss on the side. This is the best channel I've ever seen in my life. Grandma Bird, you're on to something here. This is how we do it. I do love Wiener dogs though. God, they're so cute, but my God, that is funny. Okay. Anyway, so that's Graggle. The Dud is another such version of this meme where, but this one's more terrifying, where the Dud can like kill you and stuff. And then it eventually started going further and further and further, from being just like a niche meme into something that the entire fandom thinks about. So the Dud looks like Millhouse, but it's actually evil, and then it like goes and kills people. Okay, maybe this is a bad video to show the editing, but there was one particular video that I saw that was like really good. Is this it? No, that's just Simpsons animation. I mean, that's basically what it feels like to watch it like a TikTok video. Okay, these are incredibly dark. I don't know why I saved these. I don't know why I saved these. Okay, this one you have to see. Listen, this is the music that somebody put to the backdrop of this. What's this guy's deal? There's one photo. That's the Dud. This is just a monk in Thailand, just holding up. Well, it's not a monk in Thailand. Actually, he could just be somebody with a really loose shirt. But as far as I know, this is the traditional monk wear. However, everyone is supposed to like in Thailand. Becoming a monk is like a very. It's apparently it's a thing that you have to do when you're younger if you follow the traditional religion for like a couple years. So, but either way, look, there's something about TikTok as a whole that makes me feel like there's something wrong with everyone here. This is the one. This is early 2000 editing coming back in full force. Oh, by the way, these are all from Simpsons Jam 101. Amazing TikTok channel. Though they've been branching off into Family Guy, and I think they're going down the wrong path. Like, look at this, man. It's all designed to be as cool as it can be. It doesn't like the clarity doesn't matter. The ability for you to read what's going on doesn't matter. The ability for you to take in what is going on and like be able to understand the flow and the sequence of events doesn't matter. It's all about being as cool as you possibly can and setting up a scene to a backdrop. This is what a good ship host. What a great ship host. What a great ship host. This one is sort of similar in vibe to the AMVs, but I think this one specifically is the ones this one I think specifically references the ones where they do like the anime scene and then it's like Naruto saying like a cool speech to like a sad song and then it cuts to a montage of him fighting for his friends. Very, very similar vibe. See that? It's the same type of vibe, right? So this it feels like TikTok is going back to this style of editing, which I think works for that short form platform. Because I think for the longer term platforms like YouTube, I think now they've moved on to things that are much slower paced and like very, 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 very almost documentarian. It's strange how it's moved on, especially with like movies. Like a lot of movies have moved away from the Michael Bay style, just constant noise and visual slop. In fact, the only genre that I kind of still see it in is horror movies when the horror action scenes happen. But even horror movies have gone more towards the slower style of The Exorcism. Sorry, The Last Exorcism. What else is there? Wedding Dress? Oh boy. I Wouldn't Mind. Are You Happy Now? There's a whole playlist. Collab, Broken Heart. Don't Eat My Pie. Before we watch those though, let's see Asian Bubblegum. So Asian Bubblegum. Presumably, this is her. Sorry, I quit YouTube. This icon is a picture of Vicky and I, if you remember. So this is a real person, okay? They link their Instagram, and I found this last night, and it's the funniest thing ever. Because when you click on their Instagram, they're no longer Asian. They're white. I don't know what happened in between then and now, but something changed about her. Something changed about her really, really hard, and now she's a whole different person now. She has a what? She has a Twitter. Oh my god, this is a real person. Rice Senpai here would go lesbo for Khaleesi. Student learning German. Do you want to build a snowman? No. Oh God, that's so cringe. But at the same time, is it cringe to be you? I don't think so. So actually, she's not cringe. She's cool. I think that this whole channel is actually very cool. And I think this is a cool, nice little time capsule of what that time was. Update, my life. What? So I've studied university, but I wasn't happy with what I was doing this autumn, so I was studying something new. University studies are free in Sweden. She's in Sweden? Believe it or not, just have to pay for accommodation and food. Wow, Swedish people have it so lucky. I have a boyfriend now. We've been together since 2012, January 14th. I also started to play League of Legends, but unfortunately it's an EU West, and many of my subscribers are from NA. I'm sorry for you. You've lost your life to League of Legends. That sucks. Oh yeah, there's also these. Oh God, there's also these series. There used to be these series, these video series where it'd be like a TV show. Dude, people used to love this shit, and people would be waiting for this for years. Who is that? Who is that? Look at this. Story based and inspired by Smiling Pasta. This series is season 2 of Everlasting Love. I decided to change the name to Forevermore, suggested by X1 Smiles, because there are already too many series named Everlasting Love. You probably don't see anything related to season 1, but you will get it later. And yes, I was uber. I haven't seen the word uber in so long. Uber lazy to make the opening look pro. Sad face. This is how I turned out because of my laziness. Smiley face. Yes, it's based on the Taiwanese drama Smiling Pasta. I love LUV, that drama. God, this is a time capsule. Rated again, top rated Sweden. Sweden's really popular, eh? But now it makes sense if they're Sweden that YouTube would serve this to Swedish people in Sweden. There's like whole. Oh my God, there's actually like full TV shows. What is this? What is this? I also really enjoyed these fade transitions. There's something funny. There's so many. I wish I could find the song. My wife has it in her playlist somewhere. It is the shittiest song I've ever heard, and yet the best song I've ever heard. Because it is 2005 visual editing slop. It is and also audio slop. Because back then there was also a trend of like two singers singing two different parts at the same time. It was really weird. But this particular thing here, look. It's when they fade in, zoom in of the target, but they don't put the opacity to max, and then they fade away. This was a thing that a lot of different videos used to do, and it was so confusing to look at because you couldn't see anything. In fact, most of these it's interesting to think about that most of these video editing techniques never really show up except for special effects. Most of the time now, I think most movies air towards clarity and just showing exactly what the scene and the set was with CGI to like make stuff, obviously. But like, there's no special effects laid on top of that, and you just get the raw flow of things. What is this? We can. Oh no! Oh, it's an entire movie. Oh, it's an entire movie. Call it collab. Broken Hearted, an MV collab dedicated to who? I can't even see the. Who did you dedicate this to? Anisor. Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot. Back then too, like people really enjoyed making their names like a Rar Sor. I actually know somebody. I actually know somebody with a name that was like Rar X something. I also know somebody with like a name like a something Sor, like Dinosaur. Oh man, dedicated to my bestie Annie. I know there's another Broken Hearted club, but Annie seemed to really like the song, and I didn't want to do a depressing R&B song. So surprise, Annie! I didn't forget. LOL. Yes, that is One Direction in the beginning. In my part, I do not like them, but Annie loves them, so I thought it would be a nice touch. Don't mind me. I'm reliving memories. Maple YouTubers were so creative back then. This is still so good, bro. By Killua from Hunter x Hunter. 12 years ago. Why are you so awesome? TUT. Happy B-Day, Annie. Even though I don't know you, Chew030. By the way, I can't. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, God. The cringe inside of me is just calling out. I'm not even kidding you. That is Chibi. This is Chibiified One Direction. Zayn Malik, Harry Styles. This is Chibiified One Direction. Okay, so you just keep it going. Okay, and then I guess you're going on a date with Zayn Malik now? Oh my god, this is an intense level of effort. But it's crazy, right? These people are probably living really successful lives, editing movies. Like this person probably edited Oppenheimer because they know all the techniques now from making this. This person and Oppenheimer are intrinsically linked in the year 2025. Oh my god. Don't eat my pie, XD. Hello, don't eat my pie. It's 1000th subby. Oh, Dr. Pepper X3. Okay, I'm gonna open this Tumblr elsewhere because the thing about Tumblr is that it's 50-50. It's porn or it's not porn. This is not porn. Animator, illustrator, sketch, storyboard artist. Wait, this stuff is actually kind of sick. Look at this. It's actually really nice. The Midnight Gospel. Who's excited? Here's my attempt at a sticker sheet. Damn, their art's really cool. You see what I mean? Like, this stuff was the early progenitor for a lot of people's efforts and talents. Like this stuff was CodeWiki. That was the CodeWiki. This stuff was the early attempt by a lot of these people to make things happen, to create an information hub of all things related to the series Code by Pwahaha. What is this? Series Code by Pwahaha. X Pwahaha. Quick links. Characters Drew Nguyen, Michelle Huang. What? What the fuck? Subscribe. X Pwahaha. The first episode of Code has copyright claims from 2 Japanese studios and was taken down as a result about the animations. When Pwahaha partnered with Maple Theory, animated series Code. Wait, this is like true AMV. This is true AMV. Casting results. What is this? What is this? This is early 2000s voice acting. Oh shit. Again, it's not again, somebody has to start somewhere. I just forgot. I don't like to see when I first started either. I still cringe when I look back at my first starts on the things. You think I'm evil. You think I'm cruel. Look at the way he says it. Evil. You think I'm cruel. I love this. You think I'm evil. You think I'm cruel. So the first 2 episodes got taken down, and then they stopped doing them. What happened to the episodes? I guess the copyright killed them, eh? To recover, the release of the first episode is imminent, but in 2022 it got taken down. It got taken down. So what do you have to do now? About Shelly. I'm Shelly. I'm an animator and a self-proclaimed animation director. I work primarily with Maple Story sprites. That's, man. There's a whole time capsule here. Again, this is all to get you into the mindset of what life was like back on YouTube. This isn't like there wasn't high quality productions. There wasn't people doing like crazy, $5,000 Canon cameras. People used to just edit stuff and make it really interesting and really cool. X1 smiles because I'm stupid. Okay, what is this? Busy with school. And thanks for the subscribing. I love you all. This is amazing. What's crazy is I know people who have created this or like have been a part of these things, and who I know people who even have tributes of this stuff, like who have been who have had something made for them. Oh, there was this is the edgy version. This is the edgy version of these videos. Oh god. So back then, I don't know how to explain this. It's really hard to be a high level in this game. It was really hard to be a high level in MapleStory. It was extremely difficult. For you to get to level 100, you basically had to give up your entire life. Because everyone that I knew that was level 100 basically spent all of their time playing this game 24/7. And I'm not kidding you, this is the gameplay. This is all you do for the entire game. And this is the videos that people would create to show off their new high level. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a video of like Curry is cold or Curry is hot or something. And this is the entire game. Is you would just stand here and you would just shoot things the entire time. And you would just beat them up to get like EXP and stuff. And it's I don't know why. I actually don't know why people play this game. I actually don't know why we were all addicted to this game. I don't think this guy realized how powerfully nostalgic the video was. Every now and then I look at this video. Remember when I was 6? You were 6 in 2006. It's 19 years ago. You're 27 now, dude. What do you mean you're 17 years ago? You're 23 now. These are children. These are children. I'm 30 now. These are children. I'm 30 now. What? By the way, this person's channel, they actually moved on from MapleStory videos to actual just exploration videos. It's kind of funny to see the jump. Because at first it's like, okay, well, you have stuff like Krog on the 1 minute, Rice Strike level 164 Night Lord. And then you go to a CS 1.6 video. Was a sign.w? What is this? Oh my god, this is a true CS 1.6 montage video. Wow. Yeah, and then they would always have these fancy shots. You would download the demo file and you would do these different scenes. I used to make these. I actually used to make these all the time ago. It's on a channel that is long dead, and I will never ever show anyone. But I used to make these a lot. I used to be in a guild and or like a clan or something, and I was like, I'll make some cool like videos. Okay, why did they show a picture of the person? Why'd they show his like face? He's the only one with a face in the entire video. Not even Superman had a face. Only he has a face in the video. This feels like a mugshot. And then it just cuts to Sausalito sunset. Cinema. Actual cinema. And what's crazy is that it feels like people had gained all of their skill from making this stuff in the past. Like all those skills that you have for editing, it's like it all carries over. It's just everyone's initial attempt at stuff is always cringy, right? The stuff that you initially do is always cringy. Everyone starts out that way. Because it's based on your interest as a child, and as a child you're so enamored by certain aspects that you only realize later don't really have what you're looking for, that you kind of stop, right? This is the Walter Mitty thing, or like this is the Switzerland path. I've always wanted to go on this path because I saw a video of somebody longboarding down the entire pathway and it looked really cool. I really want to go on this pathway and like longboard or something. I'm going to assume he got 5 really rich friends because that's a really rich card. 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 This is the only slightly normal car. That car right there is the only slightly normal car. Every single other car here costs at least 100k. Easily. Actually, looking at it closer, that was not a normal car. That's also a very rich car. Wow, what a nice, holy shit, what a nice view, actually. This is a really nice pan shot of whatever this building is. I didn't know that there's a tree. That's sick. Wait a minute. Does anybody here live in Switzerland? What is this train path? I want to take this train path. That looks so cool. You get to go to a castle? If I ever get isekai'd back to the Middle Ages, I'm building my castle right here. That's how I'm going to live. Anybody tries to invade me, good luck. You're going up a huge fucking mountain. I will like pour lava on you. What a nice little video. Again, it's all just skills that they carry forward and that they use in their new life as a non-MapleStory tuber. But again, it is funny to like see the jump from level 164 Night Lord to Snow Bay Area, California. Snow Bay Area. Snow. Or Yosemite Aurora. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed that trip down memory lane. We're going to start now. Again, MapleStory. I'm going to show you what this game is like, and then when we go into MapleStory Worlds, and we're going to see all the weird shit that people make. I need to explain to you all, though, this game is incredibly It's a bad game. I'm just gonna say it's a really bad game. We're going to move on now to Maple Story Worlds. But before I do that, I have another song. Again, we're going to a sort of a flashback time period. This is like 2005 or so, okay? This I'm trying to get like a 2005's playlist. The Dave the Diver event was cool, but it wasn't long enough, and so we don't really get to see much of it at all. This is another classic song. Maple Story World, yes. This is a weird segment. So this is the one that I'm excited for. Maple Story Dave the Diver, sure, that's cool to check out, but that's just a small taste of what's possible in this new era of Maple Story. I'm not sponsored. I'm just saying that it's a pretty cool initiative by them, and I'll get more into it once we get into it. But I want to take you back to a time when, let's say there was a certain vibe to the world. This one's a bit older, but I still remember this song in particular being very, very popular, even by the time the game was popular. Like, I remember when the game was super popular. And this song in particular was something that people would be pumping to play, and like you would hear within various different AMVs and stuff. Although I don't know why the AMVs have now disappeared. It's a game called Barbie Girl by Aqua, which it's funny to think about. The Barbie movie came out recently, and I'm surprised I don't know because I still haven't seen it, but I wonder if they've actually done a song like Barbie Girl in the movie. Because they did this so long ago, but I feel like if they played this, the millennials in the audience would go crazy. Because there's something about this song that is timeless, that people still reference to this day. What a classic song. Oh no, not this song. What the heck? You hate how you know most of the lyrics of the song. You knowing the lyrics, don't hate that. This is a banger song. In my mind, this was like... This defined an era. Obviously, the lyrics are kind of like, what the fuck? Like, if you've never heard the song and then you don't realize that it's about the Barbie dolls, it is kind of like, what the fuck? You can touch my hair. You can touch me anywhere. You can take off my clothes. It's like, what? But yeah, it's crazy how they just came up with a song about Barbie and how popular Barbie was, and then all of a sudden that was the shit. Like, people were really into this stuff. I really hope that they played that song within the Barbie movie. I actually haven't seen it yet. I've only seen the clips, but I am tired. I'm excited to eventually see it once it comes to streaming platforms for free. There's also their one song titled "My Oh My" that's super catchy. My Oh My. I've never heard of this. Let's see. My Oh My. Yeah. That song is also a banger. Like at first, the intro was like completely different, or like just I guess like I don't remember the intros of songs. I only remember the highlights, right? But the intro of the song sounds like an entirely different song. But as soon as she said "My Oh My," I was like, yeah, I know that song. We're going to move on now. Thank you to Floor Main for giving a taste of what the AMVs... I swear there was an AMV at some point that used the Aqua song. I swear. Because I remember it was like maybe it's in my dreams, but like it was like the naked version of your character, and then it would swap in the hair and like the various clothes to be like the Barbie Girl AMV. Like, it was so cool. I swear it was a real thing, but I couldn't find it last night, so it's gone. Hopefully you enjoyed that Maple Story Dave the Diver segment. Can I play Just Dance, please? Can I play Just Dance as in like the Just Dance dancing song? No, I'm gonna like break my legs. You know I'm 30 now, right? You do realize that I'm 30 now. I'm too old to be playing games like this. Give me a moment to set up Maple Story World, because Maple Story World is kind of weird in that you have to start Maple Story World. You have to set up is strange. You have to go through and basically. Okay, I'll explain it once we get to it. It's kind of poopy. Actually, let me just start out by doing this to like show you. Can my wife play Just Dance? You're on thin ice, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, everyone, I'm out. I think I might get banned, so we'll see. If I'm not banned, I'll stream tomorrow. If not, if I am still able to stream, I'll stream tomorrow. There's more stuff coming. I had to shaft another segment today with Nagi. We were going to play some Secret Age of the Wizard Boy, but again, a lot of these worlds are time limited. And I just wanted to check out this weird, funny platform. And honestly, finding the titties has been the best part. So, fantastic. A hidden puzzle game. Yeah, exactly. This is a hidden puzzle game. See you all tomorrow. I don't really know what I'm doing tomorrow. It's sort of day by day at this point, because... I don't know when my wife and I want to go on a date this week. We're still deciding on what's a good day for us to go on a date, because we like to have a weekly date. So see me next time. Well, it depends. Is this my first offense? Because I haven't been banned yet, but I've done some very risque things so far on this platform. So we'll see how it goes. Play some Maple Story Worlds, everyone. You can get your own Guna costumes just right here for only $20. Bye, everyone, and have a great night. I'll see you all next time. But before we go, I have a song for you all. An ending song. This song I think you'll really enjoy because this song, again, is a bit of a 2005's. This is a bit of a 2005 vibe. And I think this song is funny because of the message and when I play this. If I'm playing this song when I leave, what does that say about you? You know what I mean? This is a song called, and this is a very classic one. I didn't know the name of the song for the longest time, and I remember trying to find the name of the song for so many years, and all I had to do was search the main lyric of the song, which is, I don't want no scrub. This is No Scrubs by TLC. A absolute banger, absolute classic. Remember, you can do better. You don't need to subject yourself to something boring. You can just have titty whenever you want on Maple Story Worlds. Don't settle for less. Never go for a scrub. When the song ends, I'll be gone. Bye, everyone.